Answer is negative 2. Alright, so inside the parentheses, b times c is going to be a negative 3, and then plus a negative 4 is negative 7, and multiply that by negative 4 to get 28. This, a squared, is 16 times a negative 1, so it's plus a negative 16, and then minus c, you'll have minus 3. This turns out to be 12 minus 3 is 9. We'll start with y minus x. So y is a negative 3 minus a negative 2. That's going to be a negative 1 squared is 1 times negative, or not negative, but negative 4. Yeah, there we go. That would give me a negative 4 plus z squared is 16 minus y squared is 9 times negative 2 is negative 18. So this is a 12 plus 18 should come out to be 30. The winning number today is 1.
Oh. I picked one that day.
7 out of 8 with homework is 88%. Here are the answers. Number 1 is x cubed minus 7x squared plus 4x plus 12. 2 is x to the third minus x squared minus 6x equals 0. 3 is x to the fourth minus 6x to the third minus 21x squared plus 146x minus 120 equals 0. 4 is x to the fourth plus 2x to the third minus 23x squared minus 60x equals 0. 5 is x to the second minus 13x plus 42 equals 0. 6 is x squared plus 2x minus 8 equals 0. 7 is x to the second minus 3x equals 0. 8 is x to the third minus 6x squared plus 3x plus 10 equals 0. 9 is x to the fourth minus 13x cubed plus 44x to the second minus 32x equals 0. And 10 is x to the third plus x squared minus 44x minus 84 equals 0. Example 1. This one has 4 roots, so do not foul up the first step. If you do that, then the rest of the problem will be off. Make sure you put in the opposite. So it's x plus 2, x minus 4, x plus 3, and x plus 1. Double check to make sure you have the opposite. If you don't, you're going to be off. Now when you have 4 of them, I think the easiest way to do this is to multiply the first 2 together and then multiply the second 2 together. Okay, so multiply these 2 together out front. When you do that, you're going to have x squared minus 2x minus 8. Remember the shortcut. Put your x squared down. Add these two numbers to get negative 2. So your middle term is negative 2x. And then multiply those two numbers to get negative 8. Alright, so the back two, you should have x squared plus 4x plus 3. So again, the shortcut was drop your x, add these two numbers together to get the middle term of 4x, and then multiply them to get a 3. Any questions about how we made it to this point so far? Alright, so now once you get to this point, I think it's easiest to start here with this x squared and multiply it by each item in the second set. When you do that, it's x to the fourth plus 4x to the third plus 3x squared. Does anybody not see how I came up with that? Okay, once you're done with that x squared, you need to move to the minus 2x and do the same thing with that one. So that's minus 2x to the third minus 8x squared minus 6x. And move to the minus 8 and do the same thing. Minus 8x squared minus 32x and then minus 24. You only have one x to the fourth, so it's x to the fourth, and then 4x to the third minus 2x to the third is plus 2x to the third. Now 3x squared minus 8x squared is negative 5x squared. Negative 5x squared minus 8x squared is minus 13x squared. Minus 6x minus 32x is minus 38x, and then minus 24 equals 0. You should have minus for all of these, so x minus 5, x minus 2, x minus 3, and x minus 4 equals 0. So it's going to be for these first two, x squared minus 7x plus 10, and for the back two you'll have x squared minus 7x plus 12. Starting with this x squared, it's x to the fourth minus 7x to the third plus 12x squared. Moving to this, we have minus 7x to the third plus 49x minus 84x. And then moving to the plus 10, we will have plus 10x squared minus 70x plus 120 equals 0. So it's x to the fourth from this minus 7x to the third minus 7x to the third is minus 14x to the third. 12x squared. There it is. There's my x squared I left off. 12x squared plus 49x squared is 51x squared plus 10x squared is 61x squared. 84x minus 70x is minus 154x, and then plus 120 equals 0. Yeah, small mistake here on my part. This should be a 71x squared there. This should be x, I can't do that in white, there we go. X minus 2, x minus 3, and x plus 1. So it should be x squared minus 5x plus 6, and then multiply by that. what I usually do on these is start with the x and then go back through and do x to the third minus 5x squared plus 6x, and then with the 1 plus x squared minus 5x plus 6. So x to the third minus 5x squared plus x squared is minus 4x squared. 6x minus 5x is x, and then plus 6.
12.